I think we're good. Actually, you know what? You know what we'll do beforehand? I'll take some water first. We'll do that. We'll have a minute of water. Well, thank you. Just spin here so I can get my cable untangled. You really known me for 17 months at this point, Jesus Christ. Kind of insane. Well, I guess it's time to see what everyone else is up to. Yes, the breakfast sandwiches were tasty. I mean, I'm sure we could make them again. It's not like we don't have permission to, and it's not like there's probably, you know, not going to be more ingredients left. Yeah, I think it has been more than 2 years at this point, you're right. Wonder if we'll get to meet any new people today. There were quite a bit of people the other day, and then, well, everyone that was around during our breakfast sandwich escapade. But, guess we'll just have to see. Seems everyone is already congregated over here, and, yeah, no, I'm not used to space either. But, you know, that's what we're gonna have to deal with. Living up here.
Evening.
Evening.
It is usually locked up in the cabinet. You'll kind of just do what's natural. Other than that, Q-tips, they're outside the cabinet. Just grab them. Use them. I'd say take a handful with you if you go before you go back to your room and everything, alright?
Wait, what? Who, what?
Oh, right?
Sorry, I was looking at the chat room for something and somebody posted. I don't know, somebody posted. Elza helps Zafira undead slaughtered?
What?
That's what I'm like.
Concerning.
What are you
talking
talking about?
In the chat room.
I'll try my best to
Who said it?
adjust your hair. If needed, alright? Or we can also talk to Miss Aurora.
I'm mostly waiting until it's personally over.
Oh my. Phone, chat room's getting a bit active.
Should I?
Probably not. Probably not the best idea for you to read it right now.
I have been trying to avoid.
Just to minimize
kind of
stress.
Yeah. I don't want to get locked out of my room. I was locked in my room.
That's also true.
I mean, while I'd love to help in that sort of situation, I don't think I'm very,
That's understandable.
well equipped.
If you
Right
do
now,
end
it's
up getting
not like a
locked
gradual
out of
thing.
I'm guessing you're the new psychiatrist.
Yes, therapist and psychiatrist.
Oh, welcome to the team. Welcome to the medical team. I'm another
You
member.
said-
Hi, I'm Luke.
You said in
Amber.
the chat room?
Nice to meet you.
Hezekiah is addressing what was put in the chat
Okay.
room already.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I'm gonna need to head down there at this point, if depending on their answer.
We will see. If it is something undead, I will wait for Scaris's say so.
Well,
Considering
he's
it's
right
his
there.
expertise. Oh, lovely. Speak of him and he appears.
Quite fortuitous.
should I, get
Nope.
med
Don't.
ready?
Nope. I'd say probably you don't do it. I'll do it.
Hi.
Considering you are very delicate in your skin right now.
Hello.
Do not exasperate it, right? Okay. Have you introduced yourself to a new therapist yet? No. I'm actually going to get started.
Well, I said welcome. Is that qualified?
Oh, you should give them your name at least. Be polite.
Oh,
Proper introductions. You know.
hi. I'm Ivy.
It's nice to meet you.
Could
I'm
you
sorry. I look a little.
possibly check my,
I'm molting.
I
See how
mean,
my
you
arms
know,
is it-
that's. I suppose that's
I will
normal
check,
behavior
yes.
for you.
Just give me a moment. I'm
take
going
your
to
time.
finish.
Yeah, take your time.
Give or take. Yeah.
I mean, it's
Uh,
nothing to be ashamed of
context,
in that
it-
case.
Should be in a minute. About.
It's
Have
little
you updated your medical file? Have you come in
uncomfortable,
recently for a
and-
checkup? Or
I
you
have
wish to
not.
update that?
I tend to look
All right,
weird.
we can do that here then.
That-
Get that done.
Thank you.
Scaris,
Of
have you
course.
checked the chat
I
room?
mean,
by the
we
way?
all tend to look a little bit weird to others at times, but you know.
No, I have not.
Might be a good idea for you at least.
Okay. I can help with the evac. I don't know about how much I can help with the undead portion.
I could help with the evac too if I'm cleared, but
We'll see. We'll do the evaluation and then we'll
know.
talk about such. Right?
I know.
If it comes to that, I can help too. I'll probably immediately turn into a bear, which is probably
I
what
don't
we
think
would
we
need.
want to do that, considering you are molting. I know you think it would be excruciatingly painful.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, it always is. I don't want
know,
you to,
but I'm saying more than usual. I'm not gonna.
That's why I'd say if it happens.
Well, we'll see.
It
I
looks
think
like
I'm
it's
the
all
only
being handled.
thing-
Slate said they're
Oh wait.
I figured.
cleared out,
Okay.
and from what it looks like, they were doing so under their own minds. So they're just criminals, not ones for me to worry about
Lovely. All right.
That's good then.
in that specific sense.
Yes, then it means we don't have to worry about it, and I just set up medkits. Well, these will be ready for whenever our next mission comes around. Got 3 of them done. Lovely. All right. Well, aside from that, you're next, right?
Yeah.
All right. Come on, you.
Okay.
You can sit. We'll just do the general. Does your arm still feel like it's struggling? Yeah. You feel like you can bend all your fingers correctly?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it seems like it's healed quite nicely, so. I think if you give it one more day. I hope not.
think if you give it one more day, you should be clear. Alright?
Alright, thank you.
Lovely. Alright. I think actually a majority of the medical team is here. These are usually around.
Ah. I keep looking at the lights and then forgetting.
It's alright.
Ah.
Just submerge yourself in the shade a bit.
I can't
I
wear
like
the
both.
hat.
I'm not saying wear your hat. I'm saying probably get.
No, I know
here where
it's just
darker.
because I'm used to having that. I'm not.
I know the hat is very lovely. Oh, it's Aurora.
It's nice to meet you, by the way.
It's a pleasure,
Wow.
Amber.
So-
I'm not
Miss
gonna say my
Bessie.
full
Rose, you
name
got a
because it's
visitor.
kind of hard to pronounce.
Hello.
That's fine.
How are you, dear?
Hi. Wonderful.
I had a hug
Good
before
to
you
see
have
you.
to deal with your client.
Of
Hi, baby.
course.
Whoa.
You
okay?
I'm melting.
Oh, okay.
Bless you.
Thank you.
It's
Hello.
just
Bless.
Oh,
This is her time.
Oh, I know. Miss Aurora. Miss
I like how they're so
Aurora's
cool.
here, Miss Rowe.
oh.
Oh, say, Ro, I think your stylist is
It's like that
here.
one movie. It's like that one movie, the Howl's Moving Castle.
I was trying not to sneeze. Sorry.
I haven't seen it.
It's quite a house call for a
You
stylist.
can just put down a top if needed.
We gotta have a movie night. It's gonna be great.
Oh,
Mhm.
I would appreciate it. Thank you.
Again, I'm surprised they found a stylist that makes house calls.
Hello.
That's true to it,
Oh,
actually,
Aurora's
yeah.
cool.
We're gonna go inside the medical bay then, and let's get started.
Like I said, I just get it trimmed on occasion just to make sure I don't overheat, but otherwise I just kind of floof it in the
Look,
morning and I'm good to go.
Sometimes it takes effort to look good, okay? And then some people are just born with it.
Which one are you?
Which one do you think I am?
Does Miss
I feel like this is a trap that I shouldn't answer the question.
That's probably the best answer.
Really undid.
I believe.
Your eyes okay? They look different.
Mm, yeah, recent change, holy bullshit.
Gotcha.
Anything interesting happening here today?
No, just.
What's up, Doc?
I see.
Just, you know, more observations.
Anything problematic? Or to worry about?
And they come
Well,
from
no, I mean,
Right.
no, we're asking about you.
I'll go here.
I just need more sunlight. Entirely. It's not exactly.
I'm a therapist. I don't
You know
bite.
what? If you need to touch grass, you should totally be doing that.
Yeah, I think as much.
After I get this done. Actually, that's a question. Have any of you seen Elila?
Facility that there's a group that
Or
is
Zeke.
handling it, so they've said.
And it's not.
Not yet today, no.
Okay. So just bang on their doors until they wake up.
My try.
That's good. And your slate's
Unless they have
So,
cookies.
can I come over this way?
So we'll have that to look forward to.
Sit
I
there.
don't think Zeke's been sleeping in his room.
Who has
I don't think
know.
so either.
I'm gonna go ahead and just shift this around.
Probably reacting.
I mean, we did have a good discussion the other day.
And this is so I don't mess up your outfit, okay?
They do not have cookies, but they do have brownies.
I'm surprised we don't have cookies. I thought.
No,
Not sure.
You told me that you want to go
Brain.
to the Black Clover link.
You thought you brained? Well, shame for you. I'm glad you came to your realization.
Ha ha ha. No, I just had a brain fart. I don't even know why or how.
So, from what I saw in the pictures, it looks like only
Just
like,
lots of things to think about.
Realized,
maybe about an inch. or
like a
maybe
brain
not
thought
even 2
fart, or
inches.
saying me for brain fart is literally you're like, my brain is just letting off gas, letting off steam.
I haven't actually gone in depth and looked. but
Yeah, I
you're
guess
gonna
that's one way to
have
look at it.
extra hair.
It's full of hot air.
Might be
Fine,
another
from what I can
non-issue.
see. So it's up to you what you want to do with it.
I still think it would be easier to manage with the short. Because I don't want to like have it.
Again, don't know how to respond to that.
when I
Gotta
say what you wanna
get
do,
better
I
at this.
mean,
Come
you wanna
on,
throw
come
out
on.
the
I've lived
extra
here
hair,
for
you wanna
fucking years.
donate
You got,
the hair,
had to
you
have
wanna go
gotten
ahead and
some
what do I do with
quick
it?
wit. It's fine. We'll work on it. We'll work on it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Ugh.
That money.
No, it's the
It's
amount
like
of practice because you haven't been
every time-
around so much.
Yeah, fair. Look, it's okay. Every time you get like a quick witty response, I'll give you like a
Go
candy or
ahead
something.
and sign here. This is for donating.
Are you trying to condition me to be quick-witted?
Will it work? I'll.
Maybe.
No, just your signature. is fine. Okay.
Then maybe.
Go ahead and I'm gonna get started, okay?
Ugh. What I was saying was that I'm surprised that there wasn't any cookies because I thought BB just restocked the kitchen. Maybe she just mostly just restocked the fridge.
Oh, maybe I just didn't see them. I guess I didn't
They were
find
probably-
the cookies. I found the brownies though. Thank you.
Yeah, no, they're usually there.
Start here.
Maybe I got shoved to the
I wanna
back.
Make sure I'm doing this correct.
Maybe.
The flowers that are currently within your hair, are they a part of you or are they add-ons?
Mhm.
They're a part of me.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead.
I don't know, that seems a bit counterproductive.
That's fine.
Out of character. Her hair is it
You'd
fibrous,
you'd
or
want the
is it
older
more
things to be
plant-like?
kept near the front so they can be used.
Fronts
Otherwise, you're
to
just gonna
use-
you're
yeah,
gonna
no, I
forget
see
that
what-
they're there. They're gonna go bad, and then you're gonna have issues.
Are there burns anywhere on the flowers?
So he could get
No.
by.
I mean, if you want to if you want to organize them, you're more than welcome to. I don't think people don't mind. Smallest thing for her to do.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the
It's
brownies.
fair.
I don't think dietitian is one of my diplomas.
You like toothpick? Or is it a lollipop? Oh, it's a lollipop, right?
You know what diplomas you got? I don't. I assume it's mostly,
You don't know how
therapy
much
and
I like
psychology and whatnot.
to eat that out of your
Yes, it's exactly what I have.
I have another one if you want it. I keep them in this.
What, you keep candy in your
I'm just a medic. I know how to keep people's bits in on occasion.
Keep it because it helps me stay sane.
I mean, I have a basic understanding of that, but
And do you want it?
Yeah,
you know,
also, like,
and I have a basic understanding of cooking food. But you know,
no,
I'm not gonna play
Mine's like
Tetris
slightly above basic.
with. I'm not gonna go rearrange a fridge.
No, that's fair.
Been trying to think of what to make for dinner tonight.
I've been doing a lot of pasta recently. I'm trying to probably make a healthy
Start one
option.
section
I've been
right here.
spoiling a lot lately.
A fair number of laps, so make it careful, okay?
Thank you.
More swirling than usual. Okay.
She's gonna come in with a fine-tooth wooden comb.
I'm probably thinking of
Sort of part the hair from where the flowers are.
You want me to look for ham?
So
I mean, I
pull that out.
suppose, but
The only time I made
I'm not
sushi was,
particularly in a ham mood. I know you are, but
He's a fish man that came up here every now and then.
yes, I understand we share taste
Yeah, no,
buds.
the pretty one. Yes.
Man.
Well, look.
Yeah, he made the sushi. I just.
Look, I can't. Okay, that's fair.
Don't
But
worry,
all the
I know.
Nyan men are like
No
ripped.
iron, no ferrous
I mean, do you want a
metals.
crispy? Crispy ham? Do you want bacon?
Yeah,
Is
I
that
remember
what you
them when
want?
I first came up here. I remember a lot of them stopping around too often, or not too often, but quite often.
Have this happen? Oh, are you talking about what happened tonight?
Yes,
Sarah? I was there.
Slade and Eliza were talking about some spirits eating people.
Yeah, there was like okay, so there were.
Spirits eating people. That's
I talked to them. They're
concerning.
Apparently they only really attack when they only attack like anxiety-ridden prey. I think they it's something like they have to scare their prey before they like eat it or something. And then people were shooting at it, so more anxiety was happening. So more shooty, more eaty.
You guys okay?
I was gonna feed the raptor we caught. Unfortunately,
Yeah, no, we're just vaguely chilling at this point.
Wait, there's a raptor?
Okay.
They
Yeah.
figure it out at the
First,
kitchen,
or
or
if
if someone attacked them.
Mhm.
I won't smoke on the station. I
Thank
went
you.
down to go,
what? Sorry.
Hensky
I don't
has
know
an
if they wanted to eat
appointment
like
I
the meat.
kinda
off
wanted to
them
check
for,
on
like,
everybody.
energy or like the
Seems
soul.
to be a little bit
I didn't get an answer
quiet.
for that
So.
one.
Did you come up from
Do you know if they attacked
Yeah,
first,
look quiet right now. Apparently there was something maybe happened in Zafir, but I think it's wrapping up at this point.
But they were kind of stalking. So like I'm pretty sure they would have
I don't know
attacked
anything
if
about
they
that,
thought
but
someone
there was
I'm
a
like
person I haven't seen in a little
90%
bit.
I'm not used to this.
Howdy, please.
This is so nice.
Just in case anything goes wrong, we're all
And
here.
then, you know, I'm just gonna do my rounds. Normal stuff.
Alright.
You're doing
Cool,
it,
cool.
December?
Yes, of course. Still getting used to the view.
You'll want to see in space every day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got used to it.
Alright, what happened there?
Might take me a bit.
Maybe just
I
for some
promise
reason
it'll
my
take
life-
some time, but you'll get it.
Hopefully.
Oh,
It's okay, neither in the back.
Sorry, I'm
But the brownies are
some
up front.
random bitch in the city gave me a fucking straight power up right now. I'm riding it.
Is there any ham? Did we find any ham in there?
I kind of have a diet. I'm trying to get.
Probably.
I'm trying to get more muscle mass, so I'm just gonna make a sandwich. Kill me.
I mean,
Oh well.
I can make you
I
like.
don't want to kill anybody.
If
No.
you wait a minute, I can.
That's a
make you,
terrible
like, meatball
idea.
sauce. We have the meat.
Would that fit within it? I don't know. I'm just
It's
making whatever
protein.
the heck. Okay, yeah, but like, there's a specific thing, man. Like, you gotta get it right, right?
Okay.
Sandwich.
I'm gonna just grab a disc of ham. I don't know.
What?
I had a sudden craving for ham, so I found a ham steak.
Oh my word, is that the one person?
Hey, Nikki. I need to go to work soon, but I need to talk to someone first. Fine.
I'm glad I'm off today.
What's up?
I'm
You're off
happy
today?
I found
Oh.
ham.
Hey, before you escape, I need to capture you first.
What?
I hope you're doing well.
I'm doing fine. Just
I
doing.
hope you're happy I found a
You're existing.
cold.
Mm. Yeah.
Something.
Oh, Nikki. This is the doc. Doc, this is Nikki. She's works in PL with me.
Ah. Yes, I believe we
Hello
met
again.
the other day.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I think it was
I'm
her
not
first
sure.
day.
Yes, it was my first day.
I don't remember if we actually introduced ourselves. I have prep memory though, so.
I'm always good, you know.
I'm not entirely sure we did.
Like she said,
Recently,
I'm Nikki. Nice to see you again.
Yes, of course.
Once again, I love your hair. It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
I remember saying that. No, I remember complimenting your hair because it is really gorgeous. And
Yes.
very unique.
She was giving some talk out there, so yeah, new guild.
How are you liking it here?
New start.
It's going to take a bit of getting used to. Especially,
Well, yeah.
the view.
Are you? I take it you're originally planet side.
Yes. For,
So,
for quite a long time. My first day here was my first day in space.
I wasn't exactly sure.
What's
how are you liking
There on that one.
space?
It's different. It's
Drifting my way.
going to take getting used to, and
Oh, it was beautiful, honestly.
I don't know. It's sort of a mixture of looking out and I guess a bit of a feeling of being lonely, but then at the same time understanding that there's a multitude of different areas that contain life. So not exactly lonely.
I come from the different arm of the galaxy on the opposite side,
Tend to just kind of roll with the punches.
and the group, or my people are span over many thousands of systems. So I can understand, you're not. If when it's your first time, I brought somebody up and gave them and flew them to a few other places. And it was their first time in space.
Hey, put me down.
Maybe when you're more comfortable, I can
What are you doing? There are no lockers here. You can't
tour,
bully me and shove
as
me
it
in a
were.
locker.
I think he's gonna cook you. No, he's just gonna put him in the fridge.
Please don't cook people.
I don't.
I think you're. Oh, you rescued yourself.
Pronto in the fridge. Slade.
He's like a cat on catnip.
Oh,
You did say get him, so
I guess he's fine.
He fucked up my fridge.
Yeah, I think they're
He
both
did.
fine. Well, one of them's probably in a lot more trouble than the other, but
it's Slade.
Just restock the fridge. There's now a Conto-sized hole of all everything pushed aside. It's lovely.
At least it didn't squish too much.
That's also true. I'm just hoping he didn't hit
It's an art piece. It's fine. We will call it the Kanto. I'm sure it'll be in many museums.
everything properly.
I mean, at this
It
point,
gives you an excuse to organize.
yeah, an excuse to organize, and I'm glad I grabbed a piece of ham before Kanto was thrown in.
Somebody shoved it. I mean, I kind of wish I lived in a place like this, but
Turning to Liscaris.
I need to check
I
his
don't
blood
know.
pressure at this point. He's too roided. Oh my god. Where is he?
I wouldn't mind the chaos living here. It makes being on a big ship by myself.
It definitely makes my my observations a little bit more exciting than what I'm normally used to.
I suppose.
Where everybody else runs around, things, not really under your control.
As I was saying, if you ever wish to look around the system or experience some new sights, I definitely wouldn't mind giving you a little ride. So,
Yes, that might be nice once I'm a little bit more, used to everything.
used to just space in general.
Mm-hmm.
So now,
I've spent so much time in space, it's
everything gets really
normal, I suppose. I sadly don't get the awe from any. Oh, no, I still get. There's. No matter how many planets you see, no matter how many gas giants or asteroid belts that you see, you'll always find something just more beautiful equally. So, there's always. Everything's different. They each have their. Everything has its own unique style.
Oh shit!
I hope you somehow survive.
I told Slade I would cancel him on Twitter for picking me up, and he just started running.
I suggest hiding upstairs, maybe. It might be a better spot than a partially see-through wall. I don't suggest jumping back into the fridge, though.
Okay, alright, I don't have that on.
Maybe just take the stairs.
I need to work out. Alright. Leg day is next.
what you're hearing right now, just focus on looking out that window.
So you didn't have any family or anything keeping you down on the planet?
No, mostly
If you don't
just
mind me asking.
my work.
Mm.
I kind of feel like my work is a little bit the same as everything out there.
This man has abs for days. Oof.
What'd you do?
Percy, is he gone?
I
Did you take a
I
shirt
don't know.
off?
He,
Did
I
you
think
take a
he
shirt
no.
off or something?
No, I mean no. So I might have headbutted him in the gut. Didn't
Was
get
he
very
in
far.
armor, though?
Yeah, he was in armor. I realized my mistake. I don't care.
He,
Worth it.
is he gone?
He's still in the oh god.
Are
He's
you okay?
he's
Are
still a
you
BB. I think you're fine. Woo! I'm just a little dizzy. It's fine. I get like this when I headbutt someone. I just need some like headache medication. I'll be fine.
You need treatment.
I just need headaches, Advil, stuff like that. Water.
Okay.
What is it with all of you and making such poor
You
decisions?
look like a fraidy cat. What do you mean?
I was just.
I don't regret that decision at all.
That doesn't not make it a
Also,
poor decision.
question.
It was a poor decision regardless of
Question.
if you regretted it or not.
Can we cook raptor meat?
What?
Can we cook raptor meat?
That?
It attacked us in Zafira, so I took the body.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I guess you could. Again, I'm a therapist, not a dietitian. I don't know the.
I know. I'm just not asking you for your doctor. I'm just asking for general. I'll ask Stevie.
I mean, yes. I guess technically, yes, you could. But
You can technically cook everything. Whether you should eat it or not is the question.
Is the question.
If I had to per se, maybe like
I mean, there's some animals where if you cook it, they become, unsafe to eat. So I don't know if that qualifies for a raptor. I don't know. I've never eaten a raptor before.
Look, alright, as long as you cook something, all the bacteria and the viruses and shit die, because it's, they cook to death. So, as long as you cook it enough, you're fine.
Yeah, but there's some animals that when you cook them, they become deadly after they've been cooked.
There is?
Yes.
Yo. Gnarly.
All I know is the only thing specific I knew originally coming to this planet is don't go to Australia.
Yeah.
The thigh would be the best point to braise something like that because it is
It's always a good idea.
exercise. So aromatic, braising plant, whatever you want to do, throw it in there. Go from there. If it turns out too chewy,
I mean, technically, my people can eat anything, but that's just because it's breaking down to the atomic level and then just made into what we can eat. So.
We're braising a raptor.
You're raising a raptor?
I wonder if a raptor
Braising,
does
never
like,
a-
braising,
anything like a
yeah.
kangaroo, maybe.
Are you becoming a mother now?
Braising,
Nah.
braising is
Oh,
something
okay.
you do to food. I'm gonna cut up a piece of
Okay.
its thigh and I'm gonna braise it and see how it tastes.
Okay. I didn't hear the B part. My hearing's been a bit rough today for some reason.
I'm gonna walk around and see if I just. Fuck it, why not? Save me a platter.
Later. Yes.
I will walk around and see if Slade is still in aggro mode.
I mean, if
He's
you
probably
want
hiding
to
up in a
know,
corner with some weird spider monkey
yes.
thing.
No, I probably won't eat it.
Wouldn't surprise me.
That was uncalled for and also very lewd. Please don't imp.
I can see you now. You
Eva?
just walk out the door and Slade's up there in a corner hissing or something. I wouldn't put it past them.
You know what? Yeah. No, I feel the same.
That's all I have to say. I'm sorry. Good luck.
Yes. I have heard good luck more often than I have heard anything else so far. And I can slowly start to see why.
Don't worry, I won't trouble you with my chaos. People have already tried. At least my own people.
But no more burnt hair, so yay.
Hey, I was like that the other day. I got electrocuted.
That sounds unpleasant.
Especially considered I have gold in my blood.
Thank you.
Yeah, that sounds even worse at that point.
Yeah. It wasn't fun. I would have shot them, but I didn't know what they were doing, and I didn't know if they were friendly, until suddenly there was lightning coming into my face. I'm like, I feel like I'm the only person that has only one count of friendly fire, and that's just because they walked into it.
I mean, at
So,
that point,
not my fault.
it's their fault at that point.
Yeah.
Then again, I'm not really much one for combat or conflict in general.
Not everybody is, so I would say don't worry about it. I'd say don't worry about it. That's why you rely on those that do. You rely on everybody else's strengths.
Yes, and my strengths are
You have your strengths.
making sure that everyone else on here is poor decision-making quota drops sharply.
Hmm.
Alrighty then.
Well, I have to say you're also a very lovely and sweet person, so I think you have that going for you.
Thank you. I try.
I hope you. Did you just try and bite Slade?
If I wanted to bite him, I would have bitten him. That was a warning.
I'm taken.
That's not.
So this
Well,
is
no,
why I
no,
just
you
say
guys
I'll
get
bite
it
his
too.
finger off. Because biting fingers off can't be misconstrued as anything else.
I will fling you around this room like a toy.
She's a guest. You're not allowed to hurt guests.
You just
During
appear
the training room.
every time.
During the training room, at least we're going to spa.
So you can't threaten me, Slade. It's not possible.
I mean, he still can do it at work, but.
Yeah. I mean, he can make the threat, but it won't be threatening.
Yeah.
Oh no, not in the corner.
What'd you do?
Did you bully them?
What did you do?
A little.
A little?
A little.
They ran past and went straight to a corner.
What did I do? What? No.
You're gonna get thrown out an hour.
Hold on. What did I do? What specific thing did I do?
Don't bully them.
What do you mean?
Don't make my job any harder than it already seems so going to be.
Twisting my already bad words.
That one. You're gonna be working on that one a long time.
It's not my fault you look at me that way.
I will consider them my greatest challenge.
What way?
Wait, what? Oh my god, that's
Well, you have
what
a flat
meant.
ass? I'm completely lost.
I'm a man, not an object.
Where's the off button? I think we need a Slade restart button.
To make jokes.
Make them, Belle. Crush my non-existent ego.
Who?
Who?
I'm thinking about my girlfriend right now.
You
I'm sorry.
really want
You
to see
have
your
some-
girlfriend shit.
I do. She's busy. Still.
I see why everyone suggested I see him first.
Dear mom.
Yes.
E.
No.
Aren't you supposed to only call Belle that?
We don't do that. The whole mommy daddy thing's kind of. It's
Do you bite each other?
kind of. We bite? Yeah.
Anyway.
That's the fuck out of me. I have legitimate scars. They go
I
deep.
don't want to see those scars.
This is why I love coming
It's
here.
like me.
This isn't information. I'm gonna go back to the corner.
Get out of here! Go! I'm evicting you from the area! Move! Move!
We're friends, Calliope. You can't do this to me. No.
Move!
No, we're
You
friends.
are an object of insanity.
I'm pushing.
See, there you go again. I'm a man. I deserve to be treated as such.
And right
I'm not
now
an
I
object
identify as a
for
threat.
you.
Do not test it.
Ooh!
If I don't control my emotions, I will burn, and I don't want to get stuck out of my room. I was already stuck in my room for
bad.
like a month.
Dealing with Slade and Calliope and people. It's fine.
I hope he didn't just do the whole.
So mad at you.
Just Slow, deep breaths.
I might even be disappointed. Don't laugh.
Do you want me to airlock him?
No.
Okay.
Wasn't laughing, I was choking.
Uh-huh, that sounded like laughing, not choking.
I was dying.
I understand your disappointment now.
Bye.
Wouldn't the necromancer lose control if we were able to capture them?
Ow. Okay, I gotta go. Ow, 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 ow.
So them regain complete control over those that are in charge of other
I think I'm cold.
through distance or just time. Ideally, if we can to separate them and see that ideal.
Oh, you want to punch him in the throat? I mean, I don't want to punch him in the throat. I don't want you to have to punch him in the throat either. No.
I forgot Slade was part of Aegis. Now I'm questioning if I wish to join as an engineer. Because I feel like I'll be fixing a lot of things.
You know, I feel the same way. I feel like I'm going to be fixing a lot of things. Well, a lot of people.
Yeah, we just fix different things.
Yes, we fix different things.
If I join, maybe I'll make a suggestion to give Calliope a bigger door.
That might
That way
work.
they're not stuck outside their room.
Yes.
Maybe I should just suggest that anyway.
Yeah, maybe suggest that
Is there
anyway.
even any engineers? I don't think I've ever encountered anybody that was like an Aegis technician or engineer.
You know, I could say the same, but you know exactly how long I've been here as as an employee, so
About a week.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I spent 3 of those days just going over notes.
I have a feeling you have a constant influx of notes.
Yes, both my own and medical notes.
With Slade around, I feel like those notes just like.
Oh no, I have a feeling by the time my observations are done with Slade, I may have a novel on my hands.
Has he told you that he's been to hell like multiple times? Or long amounts?
No, that wasn't brought up. I mean, it was brought up the other day when Percy suggests that I give therapy to those that went to hell first.
Yeah, he's apparently been there several times for very long times. So.
I mean, if that was willingly, then yes, that's extremely concerning.
I'm pretty sure some of them were willingly.
Then yes, definitely concerning at that point. There's a lot of self-destructive behavioral patterns that cry out to me.
I make jokes because with everything I've gone through, I have to make jokes to you know, get through, so.
I mean, you know, humor is a valid coping mechanism.
So I was, you know, I don't know. I can't really measure how broken people are.
I am all stuffed up. Yes, I mean...
Maybe I'm just better at hiding it.
Everyone is broken to varying degrees. Some of them just hide it better than others, and some of them are more willing to open up about it. I hate my stuffy nose.
Up about it because then I'd be here for a really long time, giving the grocery list of situations that I've gone through that have caused mental scars.
I'm I'm sure quite a few here have similar lists.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. It seems to be a group that would have quite the list.
Yes, yes,
I suppose I just have a list because I've been in basically active combat for 100 years total, so...
I think I need to speak with him.
I mean, that's fair. In my many years of therapy, I've dealt with, you know, any number of patients from, well, the more simple cases to the far more complex.
Mm.
Okay. Thank you, Scott.
I wish I could help in some way, but the best I could offer is therapeutic information from my people, but I don't know if that'd be any help.
I'm not sure as well,
I'm pretty
because
sure
I don't know,
it's
you know. Yes, precisely. I
We
mean, it may work on some
yeah,
people, and it may
different
not work
people-
on others.
Yeah, it's with our people. I mean, with how long I was in, that was just a short amount of time in comparison to a lot of career military. There's people in there that have been in for thousands of years.
That's a lot of dedication.
Those are pretty rare. They're very rare, but there are a few. And it's pretty common for there to be some, people that go in for 200-300 years. People are generally very dedicated to protecting what we have. Because, as I've said to a few people, my people have a saying, where the universe, basically the saying is, the universe hates you, and it will take everything that you love from you, slowly, painfully, and laugh while it's doing it. And so, our people are extremely stubborn, because we're always fighting against the universe to hold on to what we have and what we hold dear.
I feel like that's a saying that probably many, even outside your race, probably feel is true.
Anybody that would agree with the fuck around and find out line generally probably would match up with my people fairly well.
Yes, probably.
My people, almost every race that we've encountered, we've had a war with. Not because of us. They've attacked us. It's the running joke is they see this dog, this dumb-looking dog sitting there just playing around, minding its own business, shoving the sand in its mouth or whatever. And the other race goes, "They have some nice stuff. I'm gonna go take it." And then they wonder why they're missing a hand afterwards.
Yes, that definitely does seem like the fuck around and find out mentality.
It's like, people, even to this day, nobody knows why. It's just like, we're just here minding our own business, doing our own thing, enjoying our lives, and everybody else, we meet someone else that just want to try and come in and change who we are. And they find out they can't.
I mean, the goal of most of life shouldn't be to change others to be more like you. It should be to, well, nurture the individuality of a person, not necessarily make them conform to a box.
That's kind of what our confederacy is. The group that I'm basically from is the Anubian Confederacy. It's, an aligned group of the confederacy of an aligned group, most of which are my species. Just different beliefs. Because, I'm what we call a descent Anubian, just a normal Anubian. I have, cybernetics, but it's nothing out of the ordinary. For somebody from a royal family and has been in the military, it's standard. But then we have descent, or, not descent, digital sentient, which are what people call synths. We have, we have the clone worlds, which naturally are clones, the biological initiative, which they're kind of DNA purists, cyborgs, so on and so forth, and they're all Nubians, they're all our race, but they all have their different beliefs, so there has been war, there has been civil war, of course, but as a result, they've branched off, they're doing their own thing, but they're still part of a collective.
Right.
From my understanding, there is a group still that is broken off from the Confederacy because they don't follow our beliefs. They're, what's the word? Pacifists. They, don't agree with the military style that the Confederacy has.
Yes, very much like myself, although, I'm not one to impose my own beliefs onto others, because I understand that there are many who feel differently than I do.
It's, when they separated, we didn't try and force them to stay or anything. It's like, yeah, go on. Do your own thing. Here's a treaty where we won't come into your space unless it's like, desperate, or you ask us or give us permission. So that they kind of found out the hard way about how the universe thinks not long ago, so. Sadly, my people's history is filled with what's the word? I'm failing with words. Tragedy.
I mean, I feel that's the same with most civilizations, because, without things like tragedy and suffering, you become complacent and you take for granted the happier times.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we try and do. We don't just get stuck on things. We don't try to get stuck. Certain moments, we remember it. Our home planet was glassed. There are still scars left over from when that happened, but we've repaired most of it. We keep some of those scars as reminders of what happened, but we don't let it hold us down.
I'd say that's a good way to remember things.
You can't, because it's important to not forget. You have to remember otherwise.
Yes, exactly. You can't always run from your past. But you can learn from it. Yes, I did just quote Lion King, by the way.
As long as you're not, and obviously there's certain things that we just don't stand for. Like, see, I want to say slavery, but then the clone world's kind of as slavery, depends on how you look at it.
Yes, depending on how you look at
for
it.
specific jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the gray line thing. But I guess the best example is, bioweapons, use of bioweapons on civilian targets. Yeah, that's obviously a no-go, no matter who you ask. Unless the person that other than people that are doing it. But if you wish to go see where others are that intend to steal you away or anything.
I mean, it's perfectly fine. Although I should probably check on the others, because I don't know, someone may be brave enough to actually come and see me for once. But I somehow feel that most of them will be a situation where I have to physically drag them off.
I was just about to say drag them by their ear to your office.
Yes, that's precisely what I was thinking. Just drag them by the ear.
Most might have either gone to the garden or the training room. Probably the training room if Slade is still... Yeah.
Yeah, still in that mood.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey.
Have you seen Slade? Is he still roiding around, as they call it?
He's usually in, you know where the common room is? And, well, actually, no. You know where the, dormitories are, and you immediately, come through the door and take a left? He is currently a tiny cat.
I'm sorry, what?
He's adorable. You want to see?
He is currently a tiny cat.
So he's in the left branch off of the hallway?
No. As soon as you go through the door for the dormitories, right to the left.
Find their place and...
I feel like I need to see this just for, I don't know, I wouldn't say science, but just for my own curiosity.
Destroyed.
I see.
Ah.
He's been captured by a
This
fluffy...
is in Calliope's medical notes. Calliope does change to a giant bear. Albert is...
He's fluffy. He's adorable. I like it.
Yeah, roughly. He's a little bit bigger than Moonbeam. You are quite accurate in that.
I see Slade has been turned into a teddy bear.
The ones of you who are my friends, I hope you know my kindness to not just destroy all of you. It's mercy. And do not consider it weakness, because I swear to you, the day they change me into some evil version of myself, I will annihilate everything. The destroyer of worlds.
Stop your business!
Yes, he does.
I heard they have issues getting into their room when they're like this.
Yes. Typically, they do not fit into our very small doors.
Yes.
Is there a possibility? I haven't met anybody that is like, maintenance or a mechanic for Aegis. To put a bigger door in for Calliope?
Well, they are not always like this, hence why the door is fine, but because of the molting and the pain, it is making them stay in this for much longer.
I mean, you could put a bigger door in and then just have a smaller door in that door.
Have that. Also, to note, Calliope didn't used to live on station. They had a house in the Feywilds that they would travel to and from.
Are they staying here?
Just outside of it? Yeah. That's understandable. They're telling me more about the situation. Lots of weird things happened at their previous location of stay.
May I ask, are they staying here from now on, or are they just here temporarily?
I'll have to show you that. There is an anchor point that leads to a forest that has a waypoint into the Feywild, so I can show you that one later. I believe so, yes, they do have a temporary room here for the time being.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Aurora? It's funny. You're very cute right now.
I want to torment them, but...
It is a little funny. That is what Calliope said.
Hey, just a little bit.
Just a little. Considering you were just roided up a couple minutes ago and now you have chosen to become small cat, this is quite amusing.
Because I did this! Alright?
This is also
Calliope
very
got
true.
their revenge.
Okay.
Would Calliope like a laser pointer?
They
to
are
get
getting them
revenge?
now.
Okay.
I don't think they could hold it.
Oh. God, you
I
and
mean,
Dylan both.
Their pause.
I contemplate
suppose.
it every day.
You have to get to my ship.
Just one.
I mean, we could technically
one
just
club.
tape it to one of these, and then you can just play around with
Yeah.
it and take it all, in all honesty.
I suppose that could work, but
It is a possibility if you were wishing to laser pointer.
Huh. I mean, I suppose if they're able to fully close their hand, they can just hold it in their hand. Yeah, well enough.
I will just close my eyes. You are not the first to do this.
a yarn ball, catnip.
Catnip.
I'd love
I
to
don't
see
wanna
a
get
yarn ball
high.
with catnip in it and see what it goes. I think
There
it
you
makes cats get hyper high. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like drugs, but not really.
Suppose someone
Hello.
went to the end of the hall, then opened up a can of tuna.
I don't think we want to do that to them because it's like drugs plus. I don't think. I know he does, but he doesn't need to know. No. That's not a good idea.
I wish I could hear this conversation.
Yeah. It's like you said earlier, in all honesty.
What?
He is a very curious cat. I'm literally translating as we are talking. Probably, but I wouldn't want to do that. Yeah, it wouldn't exactly be great. We're talking about drugs, just so you can guess.
What you people
Feywilds
want?
has a lot of them that
wonderful thing to
are
walk in
typically
on.
hallucinogenics.
Oh, right.
and they're everywhere. Most of them aren't really effective on most folks.
Ah, touch me! Stop!
Oh. You okay? Are you alright?
No. No, I'm not.
Okay.
Alright, let's move to the garden. It'll probably be easier on your eyes in there.
Okay, not quite what I was expecting, but still, yeah, okay.
Yes, Slade has
I
a
just
cat.
came here for Slade Cat. I just came here for Slade Cat. That was it. That was all I wanted. I just wanted to see Cat.
I understood he was being a teddy bear earlier.
Oh.
That's a weird looking cat.
It is a weird looking cat.
I mean,
He's weird.
Yeah.
it is slayed as a cat, so understandable.
That explains so much of their energy today.
Oh.
I suppose since they're temporarily staying here, I suppose making a larger door.
What are you doing?
Huh?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I mean, I suppose if the garden could be used.
The feathers?
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get everybody's feathers in here. We'll see you lovely people around.
I don't have any feathers.
But you have hair.
I just
There's
have
some feathers
fur.
in here.
Yes.
Luckily, I don't shed much, so.
Oh, this is gonna be a lot.
We probably have to follow them as well, considering they went to the garden.
Yeah, that is true. I do kind of
Do you
see
have
a
someone where you're going to go
slight
with them?
trail.
No. I think you're going to be at this for quite a while. There are a trail of them.
Oh. Yeah.
They went to the garden, so.
Well,
Don't they have
You
big
have-
things that scoot around late at night?
yeah?
Cleaning bots.
Like all the time.
I don't know. Would it have a capacity for that many feathers though?
Or that big of feathers, I don't know.
Yeah, or that big of feathers.
Depending on what it is. Mine wouldn't have an issue because it just deconstructs whatever it sucks up, so.
Well, I don't know. I just.
What do you do if it sucks up something important?
It's okay, you tried.
Listen,
generally-
Oh, I'm just old school. If I see something, I try to fix it.
Fair enough. And generally, if something was on the floor that was important, then probably.
What is old school in regards to that?
So when you're not on the space station, and there's like a mess or something that you need to clean, and you don't think about, automatic stuff, you instantly kind of think of a broom or a vacuum or something.
Yes, and that's old school?
I mean, I guess.
I don't know, I'm
So,
asking
for me,
you,
it's
you're the one who
normal.
said it. That's why I was asking. I was unsure if I was old or something.
No, you're not.
Old-fashioned, yes.
Yeah. Old fashioned and old school are kind of like, I don't know, kind of similar terms, I guess. I don't know. Oh,
Yes, I was asking whether or not I was old-fashioned, but you seem to be rather inconclusive at the moment.
I don't know. Just brain not doing good. Have you met these two?
I mean, if your brain's not doing good, that's kind of what I was paid to come here for.
Okay, I understand. What?
Oh, I think they're saying you should talk to them.
Oh.
Or get help.
Okay.
He says she
Something
can
like
help my
that.
brain.
Okay. I'm not used to it, but okay.
I mean, I don't think most of the agents on this station are used to therapy. Judging by how they all seem to
no.
avoid me.
which is very confusing. They're a very gorgeous individual.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm a terrible flirt.
Yeah, no, I just.
I believe we have noticed.
I don't know. This is just new to me.
I was making a joke, Rochelle, if you don't want to talk to her.
Okay.
I think you're gonna need a therapist yourself at this rate.
I don't know. I don't even know at this rate.
Give it time, I'm sure.
Trying to convince her to talk to her about her brain problems.
Who's got brain problems?
Sometimes.
Fuck it, do it.
I mean, judging from what I've heard and read about that one, I think they do too.
I feel like this is a call-out post. I'm leaving.
I've heard a few things. Yes. He probably needs
Considering he went out to fight zombies
So
with
that's
fractured
okay,
ribs.
Well, I sort of help people with their problems. Sort of walk them through different processes of how to solve, you know, either physical problems they may have or perhaps mental roadblocks. Sort of try to give them a more optimistic perspective about themselves and the world around them.
Sounds. But you are not a cleric.
I don't believe so.
I was about to because everything you said is something I often try to do. I was wondering. Perhaps you had a patron or something.
I
I mean,
so. Just a really good person at what does.
Yeah.
Either way, I suppose I should introduce myself because my friend here has not. I'm Alila. Alila Aurora. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I am Amber. Amber Pyralis. It's a pleasure.
My name's
Same to
Nikki.
you. Alila. A pleasure to meet you as well.
I was trying to introduce you guys, but then my brain broke.
I think she can help.
I know,
Maybe.
I know. It's
My brain breaks, but it's mostly just words escape me the moment I gotta say them, so.
Maybe you both.
I know
listen.
I know how to describe what happens to me, but I'm not very good at it. And then there's sometimes I can't. So kind of a weird one. A little bit.
I mean, to be fair, it's kind of explaining, you know, I'd assume it's kind of along the lines of you're explaining yourself, which, to be honest, not many people are good at explaining themselves.
It's true.
Because you go through life, you never really have to deal with, oh yeah, I am this type of person. And you never really have to explain who you are in a way. Or at least, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I just kind of standing in the hallway.
To break the awkwardness, should we go see if Slade is a teddy bear still?
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like we should
I
probably
have-
leave them be for now.
I would very much like to meet one of them. But that's
Sorry?
just me. I have already
Said-
said my statement.
Okay. I
They
didn't
would like
hear
to
what-
meet one of them, but
Oh.
That's not what I said.
oh, then I misheard.
I
I
would like to
apologize.
make fun of him.
Ah,
Yeah. I figured as much. Boy, I did
Oh.
not know this is how I was spending. Hey, look.
Yo yo.
He's been standing there for approximately 10 minutes or so.
she has been.
I just thought you hadn't acknowledged him, but now I know. You just didn't know he was there.
No. No. I didn't.
This is why we have to fight back to back.
This is generally why I keep things behind me, i.e. walls, so that I know who's in front of me.
I don't know. I just know I'm not fine. Not seeing everything today.
It's just a rough day, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, not exactly today, just, I don't know.
She's just had a rough.
Wild. Yeah. Just a rough.
It's okay.
All together, I guess. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I forget. What did I ask you to grab?
Oh, some vegetables, some meat. For the stew.
Okay. Yeah, no, Wow. Wow, okay. Yeah, I am really
If it
jarred
weren't for
with
the fact
today.
that I know you do, I'd be worried that you don't get enough sleep.
You know that I do been sleeping or not be sleeping?
Oh, I know that you do. Otherwise, I would be yelling at you to get more sleep.
Yeah. I've been trying to force myself to get back into it, so.
Yes, get back into sleep. Hello, Hezekiah.
Hello.
He's trying to get back into sleeping regularly.
Yeah, what she said.
What?
That's sort of my response.
What about?
Oh goodness, you're both helpless.
I think we need to go see some real grass.
Someone's trying to sleep regularly. Who? Oh. Rochelle.
Yes.
What?
I was gonna say, I attempt. An attempt is made.
Do I need to have a conversation with you too?
Look, I brought bedding into the office, okay? I sleep in regular intervals. I'm not like your sister. I don't forget my...
At least I don't have to worry about getting a proper amount of
limits.
sleep. And getting restful sleep.
You sleep in your office.
Oh, this is enough.
I think what I'm seeing here is we have two workaholics that have too much on their plate
I don't know what she's
and are
talking
suffering from this.
I got everything I needed to
Yeah,
get done. I'll be in the office still, but
think I
I'll
can
be able to get
handle
more
it.
sleep.
That is my sister's problem, and Well, he works here, and I'm assuming you work here.
Yes.
So, maybe you can help him. She's like a cleric, but not.
I've never had it be described that way, but
You work
I mean,
here
I
too.
suppose it works.
I don't believe we've met before.
I do not.
I see.
I'm planning on asking and seeing if they need more technicians.
Well, I know Mikey's vote probably doesn't count, but I would vote yes because I think you're neat and you're smart. She does say
I
stuff.
mean, you're pretty much already docked on the station, so might as well.
Michelle, what do you
But that's
know
not a
about
talk for
Faye
me.
Not a fucking clue, other than just the one time that we crashed.
Oh, I just realized that'd be a horrible, horrible assumption. I'm actually learning a lot of face stuff.
Faye stuff?
Yes, I'm learning Sylvan. Haven't you noticed the books in my room? Well, you don't really go through much, but...
I don't go to your room. Also, I said space. Why are you
Space.
learning Faye stuff? Or is this to do with...
Oh, I thought you said...
Miss
well...
Yes, I've never heard of the Fae until I
you've
came
given
here,
up
so...
on that. Or the...
I know more than just lift a boulder. I know move a vine, speak to squirrels, which will eventually
You didn't answer
be...
my question.
What?
Oh boy.
What was it?
It is a very mind-slipping day, apparently.
I'm going to
Yes.
go make fun of Slade for turning himself into whatever it is that he is, because that's definitely...
Small cat.
Turned himself into a kitten.
It's
You believe that,
another
Lana?
species.
Turned himself into a kitten.
Okay.
Most adorable thing I ever saw.
Kittens are cute.
Oof. Oh. That was a low blow, Lila.
Is it Lila or Alila? Just to be sure.
Oh, Lila.
Okay. I already have to deal with a Belle, and then now I need to deal with a June and a June. I don't need to deal with a Lila and a Lila. I already have 2 duplicates. I don't need a third. And one of them's in the same family
True.
as the other.
There also is
no.
Lilia. She's a squirrel. That tall.
Hmm.
Has a
I
bow
mean,
and
at
arrow.
least... No, I'm still gonna get her name mixed up. Because it's Lila and Alila, so it's 2 similar already. At least it'll be easy to remember.
Also, the whole squirrel thing. That's a starting spell. It's hard to channel mana, bigger the creatures. So starting small, but eventually it'll be all animals.
I see.
Just thought I had to point that out. It's a learning process. Okay, Sylvan's hard. You mess up one Sylvan letter, and suddenly your vine wall turns into a vine forest around you, and you're upside down.
Please don't do that while I'm around. I might
So I've
burn it
heard.
down.
Yeah.
The last
So I
time
was
vines
tempted.
formed around me was not good.
I was tempted, but they were magical, so they kept growing back. Turns out I only had enough mana to supply it for a minute, though.
I'll just say I'd rather not find out if it will burn to what I'd use. Depending if the room survives.
It reacts the same, it just keeps growing. Yes, you'll probably set off the fire system. Only had that happen a few times.
If the room exists still.
So have you had a chance to settle in properly? Move in your stuff?
Yes. I mean, honestly, I didn't have much stuff to move in to begin with, but...
Same. I had clothing. And that was it.
I just had a few,
Any of the,
important personal belongings. But other than that, it wasn't much.
I assume as much. Don't pry, but yeah. Moving can be a little bit of the annoying part, especially getting stuff to space.
Yes.
Had a chance to talk to any of the agents yet?
In a in a more professional setting, no. Conversations seem to be fine. It's just, I don't know, I feel like a dentist. It feels like pulling teeth.
And it is going to with these people. Not all of them are going to even admit they have a problem.
Yes, even if quite a few of them make it quite blatantly obvious.
See, I'm honest. I do have a problem. I just don't think he might be able to help.
I have a problem. And it involves me finding things. So whenever
I have
that
a problem,
happens...
and it's a bed in your office.
That's called an issue. That's not a problem yet.
What's the difference
Yes.
between a problem and an issue?
I don't know, but I'll find out when it becomes one.
Because an issue doesn't usually persist past a certain point.
It's just a minor setback. It takes a really long time to walk back to my room and back to the office.
Excuse me.
Eventually, an agent will decide to stop and ask for the office tour.
Yes, I hope so.
And if not, after a mission, I will make it pretty much mandatory that they at least go over what happened with you.
That's
if they had any...
probably for the best, yes.
Yeah. Same thing as BB usually handles things. Eventually, she comes to them. Especially for the ones who needed blood drawn. Or Ashra. Oh, that's all the initial things anyways. I don't handle checkups, nor do I look at the files.
I mean, I did spend some time looking at some of the files. And then comparing my own notes.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Some of them are a little bit, wild. Like our residential Kitsune, who's about 400 maybe, I think? I don't know. Every tale is 100 years to her, I believe. She enjoys, small talk and making clothing. So if you ever needed your measurements and, like, clothes made, you can go talk to her. She loves a new mannequin.
Perhaps down the line, yes.
Mm. And you've met
Bonus to not
Rochelle.
needing clothes.
Half orc.
Yes.
Surprisingly, no anger issues.
Yes.
To an extent.
Well, yes. I definitely feel like Rochelle will be one of those that I have to grab by the ear and drag into the office.
Yeah, but I think if you ask her to report to the office, she'll do it though.
I hope
She
so.
did seem willing
Then
to
you have
talk to you.
Saya.
Yeah, she seemed at least somewhat willing to speak with me.
Then you have Saya with the internal struggle of holy unholy, constantly swirling around in there with her magics. Ooh, I don't know about that one. She might say she doesn't have anything wrong just because she doesn't want to worry people. But then she'll want to talk to people. Ion's a grab bag. I don't actually know. I just know that he's a little reckless and decides to go on his own missions without reporting to Miss Hybris. But he gets results, which is the sad part. I'm just waiting for the day he doesn't. That's the problem.
Yes. The one with self-destructive behavior patterns.
Yeah, but don't we all?
I mean, I don't.
Really? Isn't that like a whole nature of people? We kind of all have one little thing that.
I mean, I have my flaws. I wouldn't say any of them are self-destructive.
Oh, you know what? Fair enough.
I suppose my self-destructive flaws, I just want to make sure my friends and people I care about are safe. I don't know if that's self-destructive. It kind of is, but at the same time.
Well, it's selfless behavior, but I mean, depending on the limits of which you're willing to go to, yes, it could potentially reach a self-destructive level.
It's poison.
So like letting somebody stab me.
I mean, I guess technically jumping in front of, a shot meant for somebody else to make sure they don't get shot is self-destructive. It is. It's not really technically.
Yes.
I mean,
it's
I
a bit
knew
of
I could
yes
take
and a bit
it,
of no.
Percy wasn't going to move, so.
It's all that gray line stuff
A little bit, yes.
with certain things.
Yeah. Oh, it's so weird. Besides, Scaris and Eliza, who are long past their expiration date. With Slade with that bottled up amounts of rage inside of him that he somehow controls and still shows his human side. But there's something there that he won't touch on with me, obviously. I feel like he wants to sometimes, but he just doesn't want himself to. Does with others, animals mostly.
Yes, I feel like Slade may be a challenge.
Possibly. Letting others handle it though so far seems to be what I've been noticing helps better. There's Calliope, a residential owlbird, who normally isn't an owlbird.
Yes.
He's kind of,
I met him earlier. In
shy.
the non-owlbird
Yes.
state.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, he's reclusive. But powerful.
It's understandable. I mean,
One of the ones I
having-
don't think needs much help right now is Luke. He's just learning more about his powers and about what it means to be a paladin than he is of anything else, which I can handle that much. What it means to be underneath a patron, in a sense of working side by side, not for them, more like with them.
The name is escaping me, of course, because I'm terrible with names. The one that was here with the mask.
Lila.
Does she have a patron? Yeah, Lila.
Yes, she's a cleric of, I believe, Own, which is the god of dreams.
What does she work next to? Not, basically what you were just explaining. Would she be somebody that they might?
That's her question. Depending on what your patron is, depends on the followers and how they see their role with their patron. I do need to update her on a few things before she decides to head to bed, so I'll be right back. Since they're walking this way. Oh, actually, I would read up on BB's file.
Duly noted.
I guess technically I should read up on everybody's file.
Yes. I'll have to eventually read up on everyone's file at some point.
All I can say is I don't know if I'll be considered an agent as, working a technician, but I can talk to you, but I don't know. I kind of have nothing. The only thing that great.
That didn't sound nice.
That didn't look good. No.
The only time my history gets me is, the whole flashbacks and stuff, which usually gets triggered, so no, I don't think there's much that can be done about that. I might talk to you sometime.
Well, of course.
See.
Yes, I may be employed here, but I'm not just specifically for the people on the station.
I
Aegis agents in general.
Yeah, I mean, you're hired to work here, but that doesn't mean that you only specifically take agents.
Yes.
A sudden deterioration in health is rather alarming.
Yes, he's probably re-broken something or pushed something out of place.
It's probably his ribs again, maybe.
Yeah. He'll live, but he needs to actually give himself some rest.
And not fight zombies with fractured ribs.
Yes, and not fight zombies with fractured ribs. See, that's the self-destructive behavioral part that I was mentioning before.
It's like, I won't fight. I will fight if I absolutely have to with injuries, but if I have a choice, I'd rather not.
So, yeah, no.
Look, I'll leave that up to Miss Hybris to deal with. It's not my call for another officer.
Oh, there goes.
Someone's gonna have to eventually talk to him, and I assume that will most likely be me.
Probably. To
Unfortunate.
Ion?
Yes, to Ion.
Yeah. I just wanted to...
No, there's stuff in the files about his behavioral patterns. I have a feeling I will have to talk to him about them. Or at least try to get to the root of why.
Yeah. Considering all the times I've come here, I haven't seen many people in the med bay. I've seen him in the med bay multiple times. And I've only been coming here constantly for the past, 2 weeks.
It's definitely concerning at that point. I wouldn't necessarily say alarming, but concerning most definitely.
Hyperextended his leg, so he's just in a bit of shock, but he'll be fine.
Am I gonna have to drag that one by the ear as well?
Eventually you should, yes.
I thought so.
I'm not gonna lie to that.
I will wait until they're feeling better.
I understand that, but once again,
right now,
the first therapist chair where you get chained down.
You want me to hook him up?
No, I'll just lock the door.
What do you want me to do? Snap my fingers and fix it around?
Do you mind grabbing me the good ones from the cabinet? They'll make them a bit sleepy.
Not at all. Really?
I mean, I probably could, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I can't fix his
up at the
actions.
top, right?
I can fix the
Perhaps
injuries.
letting him suffer with the consequences.
Top left.
Be a better learning instrument. Although, if he's
Not
done this
dehydrated or
before
anything?
and this has happened,
Going.
I checked
I have a feeling it's probably not going to change anytime soon.
Yeah, you could also do it. Your healing is a lot stronger than mine.
If you could grab me a thing of water, that'd be great.
No problem.
I just realized.
You also failed to realize.
It's the smallest bit.
Who was it?
It's just enough to get it down.
Maybe it was not here. I think my memory is failing me.
What have we been getting?
I think it was at where I was before I came here. Yeah, it was before I came here. Somebody made a comment that I am only wearing a shirt.
It was a bit of a
again.
I just realized, well, they're the same. You're just wearing a shirt.
Be careful. As I've come to
I mean,
realize there's some undead
I feel like it's hard to wear pants
Ion, do you mind if I have
when you have a leg structure
Yeah.
like that.
just to make it so it's easy for you to breathe?
I mean, oh no, I think they're wearing shorts. Never mind.
I
don't know.
quite literally cannot wear pants. I will shear them clear off. My legs move at a full 90-degree angles at full strength.
Just need special pants.
There we go. I think
Yeah,
these
sure.
are
Some
recommended
ridiculously odd elastic.
some unholy clerics that he's bestowed power with.
Alright, well, I just...
I don't know. I would say probably more than a day, considering.
I'm saying just a day for his breathing so I can check on him in the morning.
Fair.
I get enough of Hezekiah and Miss Elila's backhanded comments when I'm doing medical treatments. I don't need more right now. Aside from that, he's hooked to a respirator, he's taken painkillers, will be sleepy and disoriented for the time being. If you do need to ask him anything, feel free, but he will not be in the right of space.
Yes,
Other
I'll
than
wait
that,
till
thank you,
he's more
Rochelle.
cognizant to answer your questions.
Lovely. He seems to have only hyperextended his legs from trying to attempt stretching, which does happen from a body that is tight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I said, I was worried about him the other day. I didn't know how bad it was.
Well, we most likely will do an evaluation in the morning, but for now, considering he will not be of able body too much, I do not think he will be mission stable for a couple days. A couple weeks, maybe.
Yes, a couple weeks probably, considering the injuries prior.
Yes, but some of our agents do have accelerated healing, so I generalize to days to weeks at the time. I myself am one of those with the accelerated healing factor, I guess. Oh. Alright. I'm going to leave him to rest. I'm going to grab some water and make a walk around.
That's a loaded question.
Not my business.
Yeah. Do you mind giving me a minute? Yeah.
No problem.
Okay. Yeah.
Just worried about a friend, that's all.
Do you want to talk in the office?
Yeah, I mean,
Hope
it,
you're
it,
doing well.
it would.
Hello, Keith.
It's fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
He
Very
does not seem
Android.
happy.
I'm not sure what the right protocol for that one is.
Myself?
That, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, you could go and ask her what's wrong and then hope that she doesn't explode on you. Perhaps lend an ear or don't give any advice and just tell her that you understand
That's
how she's
not.
feeling.
It's not who I was talking about. Hello. Not the time or place.
Hello, Miss Eliza. I hope your studies are well.
Hello. I'm getting close to getting my exams done. But I'll have to put it off a little bit.
What kind of exams?
Course. Oh, preparation for being able to work in medical. I need to finish my actual medical exam. And then I need to apply for Aegis. Currently, I'm just a field healer.
Oh. I suppose good luck then.
Do you remember the talk that we had a few weeks back? Well, months back at this point.
Fuck. Yeah, emotional therapy later.
Good there.
Potty mouth.
Ion gets to live with his own actions.
Sorry.
You're not hurt, are you?
Yes.
I'm good.
I mean, we have the medic right here.
It's alright.
Probably knows how to pinch her better than I do. And no, I'm not certain which conversation. We've had many conversations in the past few months, Hezekiah. You'll need to be a little more specific.
Where are you hurt?
The one where I asked you if what you wanted was a
I'm
yes or
good.
no.
You sure?
Yeah, but I just sit for it. That's all.
Okay.
You told me yes.
Okay, it's been too long. You'll need to give me a little more context.
Can't give you more context without giving away too much in public, but
Oh, okay. No, that's enough. Yes, but what about this, and why are we discussing that in public?
so I made progress. That's all you need to know.
I thought you told me you were going to avoid telling me too much because you didn't want to get my hopes up.
Nothing's for certain yet, but I'm gathering what I need. And that's where I'm at. I don't know the outcome, but I know the requirements, and I know the mage.
Alright.
2 items remain,
Please don't get my
and
hopes
then
up.
we'll know. Last thing I can help from is Percy. BB's been actually incredible help. Something I couldn't have gotten without her. You've done your part. Hopefully, I'll finish up mine soon.
Actually, I did my part times too.
Fair enough. I'll fill you in on why you should thank Luke at some point, too. He helped me out greatly. So, that's where we stand. Other than that, the rest is up to fate.
Oh boy.
Either that or,
Fate is
the end of
such
the
a
road with
dangerous
small
word to
dream.
use.
Let's see if it's strong enough to become reality. I think it is. As much as I see things for as they are. It's my faith. Ariel promises me. She can't promise to
Please do
change
not get
things,
my
but
hopes up.
I understand. Just let you know. Hey, grab something real quick. If you need me, I'll be over by the medicine cabinet.
Yeah.
You should go talk to him.
Oh, okay.
A cleric.
Before he forgets.
Yeah, it's a weird term.
Okay.
I think you and I both know what a cleric is.
Good evening.
No, I don't believe you are my patron.
Good evening.
Definitely not my patron. You're a little bit more personal and a little bit more special than that.
Giovanni? Nice. Oh.
Yes, the owlbear was very precious.
No?
Probably a bad time to introduce myself.
Probably.
Oh.
Yes, probably ask to pet them first. Considering how they behaved earlier, especially considering they're molting, I think it would probably be best to acquire their permission first, just in case.
Okay. I'm good.
I'm glad.
Yeah. What? And, yeah. Just sitting on the, kind of the giant donut. At least trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wanna go take a walk?
I've been walking all day, Rochelle. I'd rather not.
Okay.
Don't mind. But if you would like to move somewhere else, you can just say it.
Yeah.
Lead the way.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Whoa. All right. Oh yeah. Crap! I can't do it. Okay, never mind. I was gonna do the fun little thing that Kodo shot me how to do, but can't do that. At least not without rollerblades.
Oh, you don't know how to do it on your own?
No.
I thought that's what.
I wish I could. I wish I knew how to do fancy slide around the place magic. It'd be kind of fun, huh?
Maybe there's a spell for it. I don't know.
You don't have magic? Rollerblades it is. Alright.
So energetic.
My work senses are tingling. Meow.
I do definitely think Ion and Slade seem to be the two most troublesome ones to work with right now. I'll have to wait and see on those two. No, I don't think I'd want to piss off either of them. But it is my job to evaluate them. Whether they like it or not.
You doing alright?
Yes, just, well, I guess waiting for Hezekiah to be done.
Is he conscious now?
Conscious, yes. How cognizant is another question.
Fair. He just looked a bit down or something when I was walking over, so...
Just a bit lost in thought, mostly.
I can't wait to finally get out of this body. Got it. Hopefully. Your chance you construction's gonna take a while. Seems I came on an ill-fated night for socialites.
Yeah, it hurts.
Is it just everything that's been going on that's stuck on your mind, or?
Yeah, a little bit. Just how best to approach the ones that I've interacted with so far.
Sure. I wish I could offer some help, but I'll leave it out of my area.
Well, the second day. I don't want to be the only other officer around.
I'm sure people will come to you in time.
I certainly hope so.
Mm.
I'm sure some will be a little bit more willing than others, at least to start with, but I have a feeling once they start to approach and have a session with me, I would hope that word would travel fast enough that those who are a bit apprehensive will be a little bit more open.
Hopefully. I'll be back in a little bit. And I'm gonna check on some friends over at the Lotus, and I'll probably come back.
Alright, well. Safe travels.
I'll be back in a while. If I don't see you when I come back, hope you have a lovely night.
And you as well.
Thank you. I'll see you guys later. Or I'll be back. Something, I don't know, I'm just gonna leave before I dig myself a hole.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Have a good night.
Well, I should get studying. Auf Wiedersehen.
Have a good rest of your evening.
How goes?
Well, for me, could be better, but always.
It happens.
Needless to say, been a rough week. A lot of family problems.
I meant the night. But that is concerning.
Yes.
The night, not too bad. It's made up for a lot of stress I've faced over the last few days.
Yes, I've been making a little bit some progress, so at least there's that.
Friends seem to be a little, I don't know, can't read, but seems I walked in on a bad night for social lines.
At least for Calliope right now, he's molting, so he's kind of on the touchy-feely side.
Yes, I did pick up on that.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of when Snow was molting also. She's kind of like a snake entity. She was leaving that snake tail thing. She was a little bit on the hissy side. Technically, Ashura's little... Not kid. He looks after her. Actually, he has looked after her till she disappeared in the city, which he's still looking for her. But she's abnormally strong and likes to make burrows and nests and stuff, so she's somewhat safe. I hope.
Hopefully. Hopefully you can find them.
Masked woman before. She's new to me.
Which one?
The masked one.
Oh, yes. That is Elila. She's Sienna's little sister.
I see. Understood. I mean, hang on a minute. to think about it. I think I met her around the same time I met Dakota. About a year ago.
Possibly.
Memory's fuzzy. I've gone through a couple of chassis since then, and my memory core has taken so much damage that I can't even bother.
Interesting.
Well, either way, I hope you all are doing alright. I hope that Ion, whatever happened to him, hope he heals up okay.
He should be fine. He's just kind of in a
I'm guessing
mood.
it was about a cord effects issues. Zombies.
Well, the initial injuries, yes, but now he's been on the station healing. Didn't heed the warnings before
Yes.
moving around too much.
Yes, bit of self-inflicted suffering.
How many times have I seen ignore injuries? Guilty. So guilty.
It happens.
I have a soul,
It's,
and
it's
that
kind of
can get
things.
very injured, especially when I'm dealing with people like Ango. Dylan's problem.
I can always pull it. If you ever need a saving.
My girlfriend
That's only
thankfully has
temporary.
put a pretty fair. My girlfriend thankfully has put a very
Got the whole core
intense
thing going on
ward
there.
on it.
Yeah, I mean, also would just float out of the metal chassis. That's usually what happens. Yeah, so you need a binding, keeping it in place.
Oh, well, no, it was already bound to the chassis.
Yeah,
that
soul
wasn't
stuff is
the
scary.
issue.
Okay,
I don't
well, 1 second. I got this.
It was just at
Oh,
the
no.
Lotus.
Wow. Well.
Yeah, are you fine? Are you really
exactly
fine
is-
though?
Good job, medic.
What? He just had fun. We're
He's
responsible. I took
fine.
him home.
Yeah, I know. He came back on his own power. It's no medical practicing. Ion's on the med bay. He hyperextend his leg. He'll be fine. It's just.
He keeps doing this. He keeps.
Go get you your sandwich.
Yeah, go eat another sandwich.
Chicken sandwich.
Chicken sandwich sounds really good, but no, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Maybe later.
I don't know, the
Also,
breakfast
I definitely
sandwiches were
appreciate the
good.
company.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what I'm here for, even if I'm not, providing therapy all the time. Company is still important.
Yeah, well, there's not a lot of staff that stays up going over paperwork all the time, and when the medical staff actually doesn't have anything to do, they go to sleep. So sometimes I'm just sitting there by myself. Sometimes Dakota stays up when she's doing her little mental training, reads. The only problem with that is I read some sensitive documents. Sometimes I don't want her accidentally reading them, so I have to let her know. And there's that. That is one thing. If she gets curious, she might try to peek in there.
Yes.
But she can only read surface level thoughts right now. So whatever your immediate thoughts are, she'll kind of get an understanding of your emotional state.
Yes. My surface level
Just sometimes
thoughts can
good,
be,
sometimes bad.
they can be quite boring.
See, she'll still find that interesting though, because it's more like the act of sneaking up to the ledge and looking over,
Mhm.
rather than her actually wanting to know what's inside the ledge.
Ah, I see.
Her little mental practices, she likes stretching her legs. Sometimes a little too much. Trying to teach her about boundaries. For the most part, she doesn't. I say for the most part. Sometimes her curiosity gets the better of her, but for the most part, she asks people first before. Is he? Oh, he'll be okay. It's fine. He's medic. He's at least one person I trust to actually pull himself together.
Yes, compared to the other one that's over on the bed.
Look, that's a special case. Can't win them all.
No, you can't win them all. Especially when it comes to trying to help somebody with, you know, therapy-related things.
Also, I know Miss Hypers has a file related to me. I know we're both staff, but feel free to read through it. I'm not really opposed to hiding anything.
Of course. I'm sure there's a file on me, although I feel for me to look at it might be a bit more of a Pandora's box. So I will,
I mean, you should already know what's on it. I would hope.
I would hope. But I also have the self-restraint to not go and look. Just for my
Oh,
own
you don't want to see Miss
personal
Hypers's
reasons.
little hyper notes that are written at the bottom of all of our files?
I don't know, something about it just scares me.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that does that.
Some of the things she wrote about mine are colorful. I like them. And by that I mean slightly annoyed at how accurate she is, but you know, it's an AI for you.
Yeah, I'm sure that several of the people of which I provide, you know, my services for will feel similarly about how accurately I can paint a picture of their behaviors.
It happens. But if you're right, you're right. I just wish we had staff earlier. Before things took a turn. There were opportunities that you would have had.
Well, I'm here
But,
now at least.
True. I've been pushing Sakoto to at least speak with you. She let me know that she's tried it before, to no avail. I let her know that they probably didn't know about her special circumstances, so
Yes.
it's kind of hard to help when you don't have a basis.
Absolutely. I mean, openness is an important aspect of trying to help. If someone isn't entirely willing to open up about things, then it makes it a little bit harder.
Indeed.
As the old saying goes,
Good night.
Good night.
You heading to your room, Kanto? Have a good sleep. I'll make sure to wake you up in the morning by pounding rocks above your head.
That's just rude, but funny at the same time.
I can't tell you how many times my father used to dump buckets of cold, ice cold, freezing water on my head every morning because I wouldn't wake him. I'm not saying it was the best parenting technique, but
Hey, Doc.
got me up.
Can I
Yes.
talk to you a second in private?
Of course.
Come here. I can't go past a certain area in this place, but I can go to just inside.
Okay. You did not tell anyone I told you this.
Okay. I mean, that's part of,
But
doctor-patient
I'm worried.
confidentiality.
It's not about me being a patient.
Yes.
It's about Kanto. He saw something today that he shouldn't. No one should really have to see. But that's not the point. That's not the really concern. He said at one point when he was drunk, he's happy. He's always happy. And that worries me.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's definitely a concerning statement.
You don't tell him I told you. Because then he won't trust me with anything. Call me a fucking narc. I want him to be okay.
I want everyone else to be okay as well. That's kind of why I decided to, take the job offer. But again, it's not just me caring for those in Aegis. It's kind of just what I do, regardless of, if they're from Aegis or not.
Just worry about Kanto. The rest of us can manage.
I hope so, but
I'm gonna head out. I'll see you.
even if they can't, that's why I'm here.
Yep, they're off there. Out night.
Good night. Yeah, it was easy enough to tell in the behavioral change that he had that something was different. I mean, even if I only had one solid interaction with him before, it's definitely different. Definitely different.
Well, that talk went quicker than I thought it would.
It was just a short little
Everything
thing.
alright?
Yes.
Mm.
Just voicing a
Right, well-
concern.
Well, I'll leave it to you then. If you need to write a report for me to take action for the agents, you can push that to me, just in case somebody becomes not deployable.
I
I
may
take it
write
you're heading out
something
for the
up.
night?
Yes. Having a bit of a flare-up of an old wound.
Understood. If you ever need medical without BB and the others, I do have healing. It's only for certain points. It's not for the entirety of your body, but it also calm spells. It helps. Unless you're more of the natural kind of person, then that's Lila. She has teas. It's a really good teas. She helped me out.
I have a bit of my own, regenerative stuff, but I mean, it was a shock the first time that I realized I could do it, but it's more common now. This old wound is a little bit more serious.
You're also good with healing magic?
Yes and no, I suppose. Yes, in that I can use it. No, in the fact that I can only really use it once a day. Sort of wears me out after I use it.
Understood. Well, if you ever wanted to practice or understand it more, You could always sit down and talk about the basics. I don't know if you've ever been taught practical magic application. The flow of mana.
No, I haven't. Mostly just,
well,
giving therapy and, just living day by day.
Wasn't a priority at the time, I understand.
Yes.
Well, that study's for another time. We can sit and have a chat about that if you wanted to.
Yeah. That actually sounds, well, to not be cliche, enlightening.
Yes. Fully Paladin, got it. Yes. I do know the light cantrip, yeah, I just don't ever use it. Sienna does, and normally so. We just need to figure out where she's probably in her sister's room. Anyway, I'm probably gonna head back to the office tonight, so that's where you can find me if you need me.
Of course, if I'm feeling restless, I may decide to wander over.
Yeah, up to you. Do you have a good rest?
Thank you.
I'll make sure I get mine. I've finished most of my paperwork that I needed.
Good. Good rest is important.
Yeah, especially if the things that I have to accomplish in the next week. Well, do have a good rest of your night, Mrs. Amber.
You as well. I don't know why it's flaring up either. I don't know. Hopefully I'll be able to sleep it off. It still burns. Like it did before. Just like it did the first time.